Ladies and gentlemen, the wait is over for Season 10, the anniversary season of the Simulation Rugby League Premiership, and it is underway tonight. A matchup that we've seen through the entire time of this wonderful competition, and it is the first game. We've gone back to it. It is the Broncos versus the South Sydney Rabbitohs. I'm your Commissioner Will K, joined by the one and only Snicko Balbroa for the season opener of our 10th season. Very exciting stuff as we get into it tonight.
What better way to open it than the two captains who closed off season 9 to bring you into season 10 as commentators. How was your break, William?
My break, it was well deserved. It was very refreshing, but I'm ready to get back into it now. It's going to be just a very exciting season. We've got a lot going on, and these two clubs here, Snicko, we both got to the grand final. These two clubs are very far away from it. They've gone under rebuilds, both of these, with new captains this season and a whole bunch of new players. It's going to be a very interesting match, and it's really their first test to see how each club will go in Season 10.
Are you going to ask me about my break?
No, I know how your break went because you played for EU. So it's Kevin Dixon now with the ball. How was your break?
I watched the grand final on repeat, and we're going to be back this year. I let it feed me for 39 days, 24/7, and now we're ready to rock and roll.
Has it only been 39 days?
I'm not sure. It just felt like it was that long. Time ceases to exist when you watch the same video 24 times a day.
That's fair enough. There's Joe Collins on the wing there playing the ball as NBT. Puts it down to Aaron O'Hare, and that's not a good start to the season. As that's a shocker from Aaron O'Hare straight into the back, and looks like some teething issues early here for the Rabbitohs.
Yeah, speaking of teeth, Sonny Tyre brought his two lapdogs, NBT and Luke Malcolm, with him to the Rabbitohs. They've been with him now for a couple of seasons, and he whistled when they came running to start this new era for this Rabbitohs team. Do you think that was the right move from Sonny?
Yeah, I think that, you got to sometimes stick with what you know. However, it is a little bit, I don't know, if you're saying that the Sharks have been the most successful club in the last few seasons, yeah, absolutely, it's a great move, but they haven't been. They haven't won a premiership, but let's say that plays! He's over! And the Broncos off to a fantastic start. A try in their first touch.
Yeah, Justin Place was at the Rabbitohs last season, and he's returned to his ancestral home, the Broncos. And this is the kind of thing he can do, just way too good there. Sonny Tyre, I think it was, missed that tackle, and Manu Fa'afili couldn't help him, and it means the Broncos have got a very early lead here.
Yeah, that is brilliant stuff there, and just a nice pass out to him. He was at the Rabbitohs, and they were reluctant to play him fullback for the whole season. There was a bit of mismatching there. He's found his way back on the centres here for the Broncos, where he started his career. He's been a captain in this club before. He's back, like you said, in his home. He'll be very happy to be here indeed. And the Broncos, they'll be very happy with that 6 points to start off their season over the Rabbitohs. That is a catastrophic first 3 or so minutes for the Rabbitohs. It could be a very long game and maybe a very long season if that is what they're going to put on display.
How nice are those referees' jerseys, light blue. What happened to our pink? Have we changed?
We have. We've got pink, we've got white, and we've got this teal colour, all with the prison bars.
The independents.
The independents. We got a couple of different. Oh god, that took me a second. As that's a intercept there from Luke Malkus. As they go out to the right, inside ball goes to NBT, burning on the inside, can't get away from Chaz Dingo. As that's the second now. The Rabbitohs playing the ball, 15 out. They go to the right. It's going to be a short ball to Sonny Tyre. He can't get the ball out to Dylan Murray there. He was calling it for it on the wing there. Is brought down. As they go to the left, it's going to be Manu Fa'afili in the 12 jersey, looking to crash over, held up by Eddie Oliver. A great tackle there from the hooker. They go to the left now. It's going to be Crutcher. Short ball, steaming onto it. Jose Ariri-Jones, but he's held up. Simon Hunt with a miraculous tackle. They go to the right. Crutcher puts it on the ground. Who's chasing through? Robbo Motherston. I don't think anyone had him as the first try scorer for the Rabbitohs. But he has scored the season opener for them. And a great kick then for Crutcher, who's been put back in this 6 jersey.
Yeah, both these teams apparently working on their attack all off-season. Not much defence to speak of so far. A nice kick from Crutcher. I think he's bit of an underrated half, just the way he's bounced around his career, and he'll be hoping to sort of make it stick this season for the Rabbitohs.
Yeah, you think he would. It's just been a really weird career that he has had. You know, like you said, he's bounced around in all sorts of positions. I believe he was playing mostly in the second row, maybe 40 minutes in the second row for both the clubs that he played for last season. That is, I believe he started at the Broncos and then moved to the Tigers.
First row, I believe.
Oh, sorry. Was it? Yes, it was. Yeah, no, Robin Robson I'm thinking of. So, yeah, it was just very strange career path that he's had. I'm interested to see how he goes this season. He's been given the keys to this Rabbitohs side. It's a risky move here from Sonny Tyre.
Yeah, it's a bit of a gamble, but it's the one with their lineup. I think they need to take it, and he's been around for a long time, so hopefully some good things have rubbed off on him and he can really excel this season. Because if anyone deserves to have a breakout season, it's Ash Crutcher.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. As Bobberston now taking the charge up to the 20 metre to start as they go out to the right. Dylan Murray.
Sorry, Will, did I just spot Daniel Hellier as a referee?
Yeah, he's on the field in the middle at the moment.
That's a stitch up, isn't it?
Why would that be?
Don't you remember last season opener for the Broncos? Daniel Hellier, Eddie Oliver. Infamy.
Oh, I wouldn't have done that on purpose. There's been... No, I don't see any problem with that. Let's not forget that in round 1 of every season, since, season 7, I believe there has been a sin bin in some sort of game. So, we'll wait to see whether Daniel Hellier goes back-to-back. Eddie Oliver may be in the bin again tonight. I dare say, though, Eddie has learnt from his mistake. It's Caleb Jeff taking the charge there. And Snicko, just having a look at both these teams, I think one of the biggest talking points at the moment from the Broncos is their back three. You've got Chaz Dingo, Dylan Sharp, and Corey Bell. Do you think this back three has the potential to really be the game changer for them in this season, as I say that I've cursed them? But
yeah, they're going to be strong kick returns. That's no doubt. Interested to see Corey Bell move back for a wing position. He's been a fullback for a while now. That was a bit surprising for me, but yeah, and then Dylan Sharp. They also have Justin Place who can slot into a wing spot should any of these guys sort of fail to hit form. So yeah, they'll be very strong as this season goes on.
Yeah, absolutely. As we go to the left now, it's going to be Robbo Mobberston. A lot of experience in this forward pack for the Rabbitohs. And a couple inexperienced positions. I know we were talking about Crutcher at the 6 before. But you've also got Mobberston at the 10. He's been out of the game for a little bit. Dixon at the 11. Manu at 12. And Coben Walmsley at 13. A lot of inexperience in some of these positions, but also a lot of experience when you've got the likes of Malchus, O'Hare, and Tyre. How do you think that mixture is going to go for the Rabbitohs?
Yeah, well, I think Kevin Dixon's the vice captain now, I believe. So maybe he had a bit of say putting himself into that 11. It is a glory spot in the forward pack. Just ask anyone that's played there over the past couple of seasons. So hopefully he can have a bit of a crack, find some breaks, because with his 99 speed, he's going to be very dangerous. I think that where they might fall apart is Chaz Dingo could actually eat him alive tonight. Left second row as they get targeted by the fullback, and especially the ones that aren't 99 strength, sometimes they can miss a few tackles.
Yeah, absolutely. It could get ugly early. Oh, as Murray is absolutely flat in there. It's Luke Malchus playing it prop, and he's back, isn't he? In all his glory.
Battered, thank you very much.
That was an absolutely disgusting shot as the Broncos now making their way down the field. As Justin plays now another step. He tries to burn NBT, but Nyana Broughton-Thompson able to bring him down the 30. Third tackle now. Still a few to go on the set plays. Playing out. It goes sharp through the hands to Murray. He runs it, and he doesn't want to run straight in to Malchus. Goes to O'Hare this time instead. Fourth tackle. It's going to be Eddie Oliver. Oh, and he's flattened! And someone call an ambulance. Because Eddie Oliver, he has been absolutely rocked. It was Robbo Mobberston this time. And the Rabbitohs forward pack, they are just warming up the shoulders. They are ready to roll.
Yeah, I think a trend we saw develop a little bit last season, hopefully carried on to this season. It's the return of the menacing prop. A lot of props have been playing in that lock row, and as the SRL has gone on, they're getting forced back into the props. So it means we have very high overall and high stat players in the 8 and 10 now, and it makes it dangerous to run at them because when they upgrade right, they can do exactly that. And yeah, I'm excited to see if this sort of continues as the SRL goes on this season.
And it's one of the things I love most about our game. Oh, this is a big hit there from Caleb Jeff. And we've had that many big hits in the last few minutes. Caleb Jeff, he's always good for one a match. As it's going to be Chaz Ding. Oh my goodness! What is going on at the moment, Snicko?
I like it.
Are you a fan of that one? Jeez. There's a lot of big boys out there tonight, and they're all keen to make their mark. Quite literally an imprint on whoever is running straight at them. I think that if this continues, we're in for a very exciting night here.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that one thing we have seen is since those early errors from both teams, they've settled into a bit of a rhythm here. And that's a nice kick there from Carl. If they can, whichever side can sort of crack the other first and get some field position, I think they'll be very, very happy. Because at the moment, it's being played sort of between the 20s.
Yeah, it absolutely is. There's going to be Robbo Mobberston straight to the line. As he's pushed back. That's a good run there from the 10 as they go. Out to the left. He'll be coming off shortly alongside Luke Malchus as Dixon now. He's in a bit of space, but he can't get away. It's Anthony Lee and Eddie Oliver charging him down. As that's the third tackle. Looming now, the Rabbitohs go to the right. It's Luke Malchus. Looking to get through a gap, but Caleb Jeff closes it off. Fourth tackle. 2 left in the set. They're only 10 metres out now, the Rabbitohs. Out to the right. It's going to be Tyre. Spreads out to MBT. He can't get away as he'll be brought down. Callum Murray in the tackle. Fifth and last. Only a few metres out now. They've got Tyre on the right. They're going to go right, but it's going to be to Crutcher instead. Crutcher unable to push over. And it'll be a playable 10 out there for the Broncos. Not quite the option they needed there for the Rabbitohs.
Yeah, Riley Holmes, a couple of good tackles there. Really came up trumps.
Yeah, quite a few there, actually. So good stuff there from the youngster. Been given this role in the 11. So a lot of faith being given to him as Holmes just taking a run there. Brought down third tackle. Almost at the 20-minute mark, and soon we will see Nathan McCory and Jordan Ford coming on for the Broncos. And for the Rabbitohs, it'll be Felix Stover and Zyrell Williams, the rookie, in his debut tonight. So exciting stuff there for both teams as we go. Jose Rui Jones in the centre. And brought down at 30
fast.
Jose Rui Jones. I can barely say it one time fast. As it's going to be Coven Walmsley looking to break through a tackle. At the 40 there. Out to the left. Crutcher. NBT. He's been kept quite quiet, hasn't he, so far tonight? He hasn't really able to have that massive effect that he had at the Sharks, especially at the back of the last season. How do you think that NBT will be going in this new look side for the Rabbitohs?
Yeah, he's an interesting one, NBT. He had a breakout 2 seasons ago now. Last season was kept a bit quiet, but Sonny Tyers kept the faith and brought his vice captain across. We just watched this.
It's a good kick. Oh, and it's NBT! I spoke too soon! And Nyana Broughton-Thompson makes a fool of me, makes a fool of you. The Brisbane Broncos, heads hung low after he just steamed past Lewis. And of course, Eddie Oliver there. Great stuff there from Nyana Broughton-Thompson. As the Rabbitohs claim the lead.
What I was going to say is, change of scenery could do him well. Playing behind a different forward pack, getting a bit more field position than he was last season. A few more attacking opportunities. We know that when he gets close to the line, he's good at scoring tries. He just needed to get there, and that's what the Sharks struggled with last season. So we'll have to wait and see as this season goes on just exactly how he performs. But if tonight's any indication, could be a good one.
Yeah, absolutely could be, and I'm pretty sure that was Crutcher again. With that kick,
it was.
sorry.
He had the kick. He'd be second in line for the Kiwi 1 jersey, I'm pretty sure.
You
MBT.
reckon?
Yeah, Tatara Maxwell first, MBT second.
And no bunts.
Why aren't they halves now? Bunts are now Matangi.
Oh, allegedly.
Yeah, I digress. Definitely not second in line, but he is locked into that wing spot where we saw him perform quite well throughout the Pacific Championships. That last real taste of SRL action.
Yeah, he was really, really good. There was an intercept there from Hunt, and it was almost MBT through the gap, but Hunt was a bit wise to the play that was unfolding in front of him. Able to pick off that pass as well.
Not on the money, Tyre.
As he's had some shockers, hasn't he, in the past, and there's another one there for Sonny Tyre. Good to know he's at least consistent. He is Mr. Consistent after all. just consistently trash as it goes. Oliver, now to Carl, and it's going to be an error there. Not the pass
That's your
there.
captain, Will. Show some respect.
Not the pass there from the captain of the Broncos, and that's a bit of a dog's breakfast as the Rabbitohs will be happy to have the ball back. Oh, jeez. Playing with fire at the moment.
Yeah, that's the year got special down that left edge.
Yes, it is. As O'Hare now to the right. Crutcher gets the ball away to Williams. Williams looking for another line break and had a good one before.
Where'd this boy come from? From the Lions, Zyrell?
From the Lions. Yes, he is a rookie. This is his debut game.
Congratulations, Zyrell.
One of the few players that has been drafted for season 10. We go to the right. Crutcher. It's kick in, goes down to the wing of Dylan Sharp, and they haven't really attacked the wing of Corey Bell yet, and I think that's for good reason, as Sharp just breaks through a couple of tackles, and he always looks dangerous, doesn't he? So if that's the weaker wing, they could get in trouble, especially if fatigue starts to set in later in the match.
Yeah, just on the draft, you'd absolutely hate for a player to go inactive after the draft. You've got to sort of pick up the scraps. So good on the Rabbitohs for organising their team appropriately.
As too long in the tackle there, I believe it was Jose Rui Jones. Just a little bit too long. And it'll be the Broncos penalty. They'll be able to kick the touch and they will make a good few metres here. Do you think this is the set where they score? As Felix Stoner now putting a shot on Jordan Lewis. And they're just getting...
for the Welsh captain. He must have been reading those player maids.
He wasn't happy. Felix Stoner, I'm not sure if he can read, but he didn't like the look of it maybe. It's going to be Jordan Lewis. 20 metres out now, third tackle. The Broncos out to the left. It's Nathan Macquarie. Goes to Riley Holmes. As the nightmare...
Nathan Macquarie? He was at the Knights before, I believe.
Yeah, an absolute nightmare. Not that he's hard to tackle or a good player, just to look at. As fifth and last. Playing the ball now. They go to Lewis. Lewis puts the kick in. Who's going to be there? It's a deflection. It's Jack Carl. And who else but Jack Carl to score the try for the Broncos. A brilliant effort there as he crosses the line. They'll be very happy to have a chance to tie it up now.
Yeah, I'm keen to see this replay. It looked like there was a bit of a bounce, funny bounce or something.
It was Zyrell.
Oh no, Zyrell. That is an inglorious way to start your SRL career. Look, it's only up from here, brother. Don't worry. Jack Harhill, Johnny on the spot. That's what happens when you keep your feet moving. You just find the ball bounces your way, and they'll tie us up here, I think, by Raymond.
Yeah, just right place, right time there from Jack Carl. And now the Broncos. 12 all. And it's been a cracking match so far, Snicko Balbrower.
Has it?
I think so. Do you like the big hits?
I've actually quite enjoyed it. I've quite enjoyed it,
yeah. I know you did. That's why I said it. I definitely didn't get nervous at all when you said has it. Because I thought that may be a follow-up question, but that's okay. It's 12 all. And it has been... I mean... Very good. It has met expectations, hasn't it? As O'Hare.
Exceeds expectations.
Exceeds expectations. And one thing that I really enjoy is that Sonny Tyre is actually too afraid to put himself back at the goal kicker. So he's put Aaron O'Hare, who was not a goal kicker ever before in his career, just because he's too afraid to kick goals. As it's going to be Corey Bell. And break for the line there.
Kept quiet so far tonight, Corey Bell, but you mentioned it earlier, they're really targeting, they're targeting Dylan Sharp's wing. I don't think I've seen it at a kick return as Dingo goes for a bit of a gallop down here.
Great run here from Chaz Dingo as he's brought down just past the 20. This could be the turning point of the game here. The Broncos could reclaim the lead as they got a few more tackles down this end. Jack Carl short pass to Jordan Ford. He crashes onto the ball. 10 metres out now, fourth tackle. They play it out to the right. Oliver goes to Carl, spreads it out to Hunt. Hunt just charges straight there and Kevin Dixon bringing him down. As now it goes Oliver out to the left, Raymond, and a knock on there as Stoder is brought down. And that'll be zero tackle there for the Rabbitohs.
Yeah, Meek into the set there for the Broncos, but some good field positions. They can muscle up in defence and force a deep kick. Maybe we'll see one of these back three from the Broncos go for a bit of a gallop again.
Yeah, it'd be good to see maybe Ches Dingo in a bit of open space and Aaron O'Hare here, just getting through the line. wrapped up well as they go. Dixon. He's brought down just 50. Fourth tackle. As they might go for a 40-20. Too far out. Stoder spreads it. Going to go through to Manu for Philly's hands and looking a little bit flat there on the turnaround there from the Rabbitohs. They've been a little bit more expansive in trying to get a line break. Well, a more effective line break than Aaron O'Hare's. It's going to be Dylan Sharp. Wrapped up well there. And they'll start their set 15 out here, the Broncos.
Yeah, Far Philly in the 12. He had a good grand final. He's actually my mortal enemy at the moment. After he scored the match winner, I think I actually like him in the prop. It's where he did the damage against us. He's been really effective there in his career so far. What do you think about that?
You know, as someone that has been captain...
Oh, no, about him being my mortal enemy, not about his position.
Oh, okay. Well, of him being your mortal enemy, good on him for scoring the match winner.
Valid.
Absolutely valid. Absolutely valid. As Jack Carl just puts the kick in cross field. And I think that... I really think that Manu Faifili is one of the most versatile players. He can play, you know, centre, prop, second row, probably play lock if he wanted to. But I don't know if 12's the spot for him. Just like you said, in the props is a good one. Oh, there's a cheeky offside penalty there. And the Broncos fans not happy with that one. Faifili, I reckon his best spot is 11 and then doing a prop stint later in the game. I think that is absolutely the best use of him. But I guess only time will tell.
And what did you know, hey? You didn't captain him to 2 premierships.
No, I wouldn't have. Or 3 grand finals or anything. No, it's okay. Here's Dixon. Find the ball. They go to the left now. It's going to be O'Hare. Goes to Stoder, who can't get away from Anthony Lee and Corey Bell. Second tackle there. Out to the right now. It's going to be Crutcher. Spreads it to Walmsley. Walmsley driving for the line, but unable to come down with the ball. As they go to the left now. Dixon again. Can he push over? No, putting his back there in a good defense from the Broncos. That is an abomination.
With the mohawk.
That's Nathan McCorry. An absolute abomination.
There's been a disservice done to that character.
Yeah, it's called genetics. We've actually got the first person to ever drown in the gene pool, and that is Nathan McCorry. As Felix Stoner plays the ball out to the left, it goes to Ash Crutcher, puts the kick in. It's Jose Jones, and he's put on his back, and fifth and last, a hand over there. And great defense there from the Broncos.
That was a really good chance for the Rabbitohs as well, actually. A great try saver. After that penalty, the Broncos have done well to not concede points.
Yeah, it's Riley Holmes pushing forward. And that was really good line defense, like you said, from the Broncos. And they've done it a couple times now in the match. And it may be just the discipline that Jack Carl's instilled in his team here. I mean, you look across the board. You look across the board and you just look at who's going to be on at what times, and you just think that defensively they kind of all fit together really well. So it's going to be interesting to see whether that, you know, is a big part of their game in this season. You know, maybe from this 20 to 40 minute period, whether they just try and be conservative and defend well to try and fatigue the other team out. It's all about strategy for Jack Carl, so I'm interested to see how that plays out as the season progresses. Now to Manu Faifili, flick on the inside of Sonny Tyre, and he's good for an offload as well, isn't he? That's Nico. You know about that.
Yes. I'm familiar.
Just twisting the knife in here is Felix Stoder. Find the ball. Out to the right. Crutcher. Now goes to NBT. Gordon Thompson brought him down by the abomination. It's the fourth. Going out to the left. Sonny Tyre. Now goes to Jose Arui Jones. He plays them all just past the 40. Crutcher puts a kick in. It's a bit deep there. And Chaz Dingo. Oh, he's going to take it dead. He got a bit spooked there by a charging Kevin Dixon. And the Broncos, they'll do a drop kick here. The Rabbitohs will probably get through a full set here. And this could be really detrimental here for the Broncos if they concede right before half-time.
Yes, it would be quite detrimental. And I'd just like to say, Michelle Metcalf, that's the first time we've seen him touch the ball. He's been outstanding in his short SRL career, and I'm curious to go see how he's going to go on the wing this season.
it's a different position. He hasn't played there yet. He's played in the centres before, but yet to really have a crack on the wing. So I guess we'll see as Luke Malchus charging through, off an offload, and a brilliant piece of play there from the Rabbitohs.
Yeah, I'm going to be really curious to see who missed this tackle because it was almost a standing start from Malchus. He didn't have a lot of momentum. Yeah, off the offload, and Dingo unfortunately just couldn't match the big boy Luke Malchus. He had an outstanding international period actually. Luke Malchus playing in the props, and I'm excited to see how he's going to go there for the majority of this season.
Yeah, when you get a big man on a little man like that, one-on-one, usually it only goes one way, doesn't it? So it's, I mean, it's good that Malchus can score that. That's a great try and a very timely try as the Rabbitohs with a 6-point lead before half-time. That will do them a great deal of confidence going into the sheds here away from home. There's Ravens. Appears to kick off once more. 20 seconds before half-time. There's a big stake. O'Hare. Goes up to the left. Malchus just taking the hit up, and that will be the half-time siren. 12-18 is the score. The Rabbitohs in the lead. The first game of Season 10. We'll see you very shortly for the second half.
I'm just waiting for Kiss Cam to come on. On me. It's not happening. Do you like it? Do you like it? The environment here. Do you like the footy? Yes, we're on. Yeah, we're live.
Yeah,
You're not you when you're hungry.
This is an amazing
Snickos.
reception that we've received.
Hey SRL fans, want to support the league further? Join the Simulation Rugby League Patreon. Get exclusive access to additional content, early access to league releases and supporter-only giveaways and upgrades. Whatever you're looking for, we have something for every fan. When you become a Patreon, you're more than just a spectator. You're a crucial part of our team. Your support helps us keep delivering the high-quality matches and content that you love, and it ensures that we can keep the SRL experience growing for fans of all ages. It's super simple. Head to our Patreon page, pick the tier that's right for you, and you're in. Every bit of support helps us grow and makes the SRL an even better place for everyone. Now, back to the game.
Welcome back to Game 1, Round 1, Season 10 of the Simulation Rugby League Premiership. The South Sydney Rabbitohs currently in a 6-point lead, 18-12 over the Brisbane Broncos. And scoring just before halftime was Luke Malchus, making the Rabbitohs have a very convincing first half. Snicko, what did you take away from both teams in this first half, and how do you think this game's going to be determined in such a close one in this next period of 40?
I think for the Broncos, they were 8 out of 13, so 5 errors in the first half. Only had 40% possession off the ball. If that swings, I think the Broncos could run away with it. If they can't fix up their errors, they continue to sort of go as they were in the first half, with sort of every time they build a bit of pressure, turning the ball over, I think it could be the Rabbitohs' night.
Absolutely, and the Rabbitohs will be looking to do just that, just the forced errors, the big hits like we saw as Jordan Lewis, an excellent kick. But Naona Broughton-Thompson able to get there. He gets around Corey Bell. And that is a very good turnaround there for the Broncos. For the Rabbitohs.
Put him on the circus. That was absolute tightrope back there from behind of Broughton-Thompson. And it's saved the Rabbitohs some early defensive pressure.
It absolutely has. There's now Cameron Honeyman taking full advantage of it. Straight through a gap as Chaz Dingo brings it down. And the Rabbitohs getting onto a bit of a roll now. Honeyman playing the ball. O'Hare goes right. Crutcher. Short ball to Mobberston, who tries to get away from Matt Galaxy. The big man returning in the 17 jersey, playing a hooker for this second half. They go to the right, Sonny Tyre. Straight through, the captain, Tyre, turns it inside, Honeyman will crash over, and it's a brilliant play there from Sonny Tyre. As Daniel Hellier, the referee, has put it up as no try. But I'm very confident.
Impact, pressure on the field. A line break and then a try in his first 2 carries.
That's brilliant stuff there. As Honeyman, the green light for him. Yeah, and there you go. A great pass on the inside there from Sonny Tyre. Now O'Hare has the job of kicking it from right in front. And it could be a 12-point lead now, early into the second half. And geez, hasn't that been a turnaround? Looked like it was going to be the Broncos ball down the other end. NBT gets the ball back. A great set from the Rabbitohs, and tying it off with a great pass on the inside for Honeyman. What a turn of events there.
Yeah, I don't mind that little armband and arrow here. Hey, a little black strapping tape. We'll have to invest.
You may have to invest. Fair enough. As Raymond prepares his kick now. He will go deep.
Yeah, he will.
Oh. Yikes. Yes, it's going to be Crutcher. Snickerbro has actually lost his microphone privileges for a few seconds. As Dixon. Will play the ball. Out to left now, it's going to be Crutcher. Now goes to Marshall Metcalf. That's a good run down the side there as he's brought down the 50. Third tackle. The Rabbitohs really firing up in the second half so far. It's Luke Malchus now. Gets a flick away, but it's picked off by Levi Raymond. An excellent play. And the Broncos able to hold on there.
Yeah, the pressure valve just loosened slightly there for the Broncos. If that one resulted in kind of line break, could have been all done for the Broncos here tonight.
This is going to be Caleb Jeff. Straight to the line. Jeff taking on one-on-one NBT. And the Broncos will be looking for some points of their own here. They're in great attacking position. Matt Galaxy, what can he pull out of the hat? He goes to Cade Cowan. Can't push off the left. No. Cade Cowan, he's played for at least a season now. He played for the Sharks last season.
Cade.
How dare you not know this obscure player that's going to go inactive? There's Simon Hunt playing the ball 10 out. They go to the left. Galaxy now to Carl. Carl puts it along the ground, but Jack White picking it up in the second row for the second half. And getting a few metres before being cut down by Chaz Dingo. Not quite the kick there from Jack Carl. Just a bit of an awkward finish to the set for the Broncos.
Yeah, and we mentioned Matt Galaxy briefly before. I think we should just touch on his story for those that don't know. It's quite a curious career. He was in the mines in season 4. He ended up at the Rabbitohs, I believe, at some point. Is that right?
Maybe in the Broncos for... I'm not sure. He was at the Rabbitohs for a while.
Yeah, then he went inactive, came back in, captained the Gunslingers, had some things come up and quit, but he's come back and straight into the SRL. So congratulations on your way back. And I know he loves the Broncos, so good for him to be there as well.
He's a big Broncos fan. I think he's actually even a bigger Dolphins fan though, Snicko. So
yeah,
if you're looking for a hooker...
When we were expanding, we were looking at him, but just with the salary cap, couldn't make it work.
Oh, really? I'm pretty sure he's a bronze, so...
Yeah, we had not enough silvers at the time. Oh,
I
no,
see.
my vice captain was a hooker. That was the issue.
Oh,
I knew there was
yes.
something going on.
There's full tackle now. They go to the left. Carl now goes to plays. Plays, stepping around one. Brought down 40 metres out. Fifth tackle. They go out to the right. It's going to be Jack Carl. Puts the kick in. It's going to be an end over end. Down to Marshall Metcalf as he steps around one. Metcalf on the inside. Trying to get away from Chaz Dingo. Who's been very good at the back apart from the one try from Luke Malchus. As Jones brought down. Second tackle there.
Yeah, and I think the kicking game for the Broncos is keeping them in it at the moment. Their long kicking games have been pretty on point in terms of pinning guys into corners, and they're going to need to keep doing that because it looks like this Rabbitohs team isn't going away here.
It really does seem like that. The Broncos are having a fight for every single tackle at the moment. And they're just looking, it's going to be the hard work from whatever team that makes them win it tonight. It will just be a very gritty win indeed. It's fifth and last. They go to the left. It's going to be Tyre. Puts the kick in. Punts it down. Corey Bell's wing. He's got a bit of space here, but he's wrapped up well. An excellent tackle. And they'll be disappointed there, the Broncos, that Bell still unable to make any real impact in this game. Had 10 metres at half-time. He's really struggling out there tonight in the 5 jersey. There's Hunt. Brought down. Third
Did
tackle
you try
there.
to re-sign Corey Bell, or was that a salary cap thing? Did he go platinum?
No. No, we didn't try and re-sign him. As Jordan Lewis. Pushing forward. Going out to the right. It's Raymond. It's a kick in. Inside the 40. Collins. Wrapped up well. And
Yeah, the
not
kick chase has
greatest
been
kick.
on point from both teams tonight.
You know, it really has been. The forwards especially from the Broncos just chasing through and not really allowing the Rabbitohs to get past them. It has really helped out a lot. So The Broncos, like you said, the kicking game before has been excellent. Their chase to those kicks has just been absolutely perfect, which has really allowed them to make quite a lot of headway early in that first half. Obviously, 12 points down at the moment. They need a little bit more adventurous in the attack before they get to that 5th tackle kick, which needs to be one that puts the other opposite team, the Rabbitohs, in the corner. That's a good kick return there from Sharp before it's brought down by NBT. And the Broncos out to the right now, goes to Jack Carl. Short ball there to Riley Holmes. He played the full 80 in the left second row, and I honestly didn't expect to see that. You would have thought someone else would have come on. Is that an error? No. It's play on. That's an interesting one there from the Broncos, and they're just looking, like you said, at halftime, they had quite a few errors. They're looking a little bit, I don't know, unpolished out
hesitant.
there. Yeah. Just not quite looking confident in themselves. They need to find that confidence quickly, as we've got 25 minutes left in this match and yet to score in the second half. Becoming a little bit of a time constraint for them now, the Broncos. It's Collins brought down there. First tackle. O'Hare. Straight to the line. Aaron O'Hare. Oh, and a big high tackle there from Chaz Dingo. And the Suncorp crowd not happy with that one either. Referee Ollie Parcher, I reckon he's on the money with that one. That was a damn near assassination. Oh no, the Rabbitohs player there.
Yeah, I just wonder how much the Broncos are missing Anthony McDonald at the moment. Just someone to play the 55 and really have an impact. And in the forwards, they're sort of getting beaten up by the likes of Malchus, the likes of Mobiston, I think was the 10, and then after halftime, the 20 minutes again. And yeah, maybe just the sort of steadying presence that AMAC brought was maybe undervalued a little bit, because they're getting torn to pieces a little bit.
For sure, as we look at this now, the Rabbitohs on the charge. They go to the left. It's going to be Crutcher. Crutcher looking to push over the line, and he's brought down 10 metres out. Playing the ball now, 4th tackle. They go out to the left. It's going to be Dixon. Gets it away. It's going to be Metcalf, but a miraculous tackle there. It's Levi Raymond, the halfback, and a brilliant play. 5th and last, the Rabbitohs, they've got options. Out to the right, they go to Aaron O'Hare. He puts the ball up high. Who's going to be underneath him? Mobiston looks like he's going up for it. It's going to be NBT. He steps around one. Lewis is there to make the tackle, and a whole swarm of them. Sharp joins in. Hunt joins in, and put in his back. Great swarming defence there from the Broncos.
Yeah, game saver that one. If this lead pushed out to 18 points, it definitely wouldn't be run down. At the moment, they're still in the game just, but they're going to want to capitalise soon.
Yeah, the Broncos, they really need to get a big run as Caleb Jeff looks to help them out, puts his hand up, and a flick off to Levi Raymond. Couldn't get away from Crutcher. He could have been gone there, but a great tackle from the 6 for the Rabbitohs as Cowan now gets the ball.
Crutcher had a crack tonight.
He has, as Dingo gets to the line. Here come the Broncos, the crowd up with their feet. They're liking the look of this set. They go, Galaxy out to the right, now it's Carl. And oh, it's a shocking pass there to Caleb Jeff. I don't think it was intended for him. As 5th and last, just beyond that 20-metre mark. They go out to the right. Carl. Oh. The stinker as Collins comes down with it. At the very least. At the very least, I guess the Rabbitohs waste a tackle there.
Yeah, you're right. If they just got that bomb a little bit deeper, but a try was begging, unfortunately. Now, they're just going to have to watch the Rabbitohs march out of field position once again.
Sure, it was Crutcher playing the ball. Jones goes to Honeyman. He'll be coming off shortly. We see the subs, Walmsley and Manu Fluffily back on in the front row. This could be trouble here for the Broncos as Walmsley just goes straight through one. The Broncos, they'll get their reinforcements momentarily if they get the ball back here. It's 5th and last. The Rabbitohs out to the right. Tyre puts the kick down to the wing of Dylan Sharp. Oh no!
Oh,
and Sharp's at an all-time stinker. His own crowd is booing him.
Yeah, he made his Origin debut last season, I think, Dylan Sharp. Is that right?
He sure did. He sure did.
Yeah, not playing like this, that's for sure.
That is an all-time coach killer from Dylan Sharp there as they play the ball. It's going to be Honeyman. The Rabbitohs, they've got a full set in the line here. And if they score, it may just be lights out. They go to the right. Now it's Jack White. Oh, the ball out to Murray. Flicks it back to Tyre on the inside. Sonny Tyre for a try of his own. He'll get there. And Sonny Tyre It'll be put upstairs. But Oli Pacho with a try. I've got a try. And Sonny Tyre, he most certainly has a try. As the Rabbitohs. They'll be very happy with that one.
Yeah, Riley Holmes is not strong enough to take Sonny Tyre away from that one. And yeah, that error from Dylan Sharp is going to be very, very costly. Could be the sharp point that pops this Brisbane win.
It definitely could be. If only...
just sidebar, this black sponsor on the white jersey, thoughts?
Ugly. How do you say ugly without teeth? Just so I could communicate the message effectively to the Souths fans.
What do you mean?
No comment. As we have 12 to 30.
Correct. An inglorious start for this Broncos season.
It's not a good one.
With 2 new captains, no. I guess what's old is new again in Brisbane. Or the other way around? No. They brought the old band back together, that's what I'm saying. And maybe they'll take a little while to gel. I think they have a promising squad, and I think a lot of people agree with me. But tonight they've just been comprehensively outplayed. Outgunned, outplayed, and outclassed.
I would say, however, what old is new in the Rabbitohs in South Sydney, because, you look, Ash Crutcher, Malchus, Robert Mobberston, they've all stood up here. The older players have really led from the front tonight, and they have been outstanding for them. So, the Rabbitohs, it's good signs to come, especially Ash Crutcher's performance tonight.
Yeah, I was speaking more in terms of the fact that the old brigade are all back at the Broncos, like Jack Carl's back, Corey Bell's back, that kind of thing. But I do see your point. The veterans of this Rabbitohs team have been elite tonight.
Yeah, they absolutely have. There's a great kick there from Jones. It's Chaz Dingo. He looks to turn around MBT. Oh, and he can't get away from him. But that was dangerous for a second there as Dingo almost looking back at his glory days. As I go, Corey Bell, unable to step. Riri Jones. And he really has not had the effect that a lot of us thought that he would. Has he? Oh, is that...
Honeyman's actually been great. Honeyman has been terrific in his 25-minute stint. Caps it off with an intercept. He's just about to leave the field. He'll be one very satisfied bench player.
He will, and that's a shocker from Dingo. He had a good couple runs there, but just threw the pass. And that's a shocker. That is a shocker. 15 minutes left here.
He's got off the field finally.
Well done to Cameron Honeyman tonight. Excellent performance from him.
Do we have any new sponsors, Will, for the brand new season?
What do you mean? For major sponsor? No, TBC Love still the league's major sponsor. We've got a couple different club sponsors still in the works. And I am terrible with names, but we're just going to have a look as Malchus knocks it on. It looked like he was going to put a kick in there just behind, but unable to. For these two teams, Overhaul, that is the Rugby League Live Overhaul, the major sponsor for the Broncos, and for the Rabbitohs, the Unreal clothing line. Jack Carl. Playing the ball. Out to the left, it's going to be Justin Players. Now goes to Riley Holmes.
Any relation to Lachlan?
I don't believe so.
Sure.
Maybe. Possibly. Is Eddie Oliver in the bench, off the bench as a prop, I believe now. And it's just barged off one. And Jack Carl putting the kick in. The Broncos just unable to really get a roll on here as Metcalf brought down. It's been a very quiet second half, hasn't it? Oh, that's a big hit there. Eddie Oliver just absolutely flattening Kevin Dixon. And he's maybe taken this deficit to heart, Eddie Oliver. There's going to be NBT. Through the line. And
does have a lot of passion, Eddie Oliver, especially for the Broncos.
All hard.
So not surprised to see him come out with a bit of a bang.
He does love his Broncos, doesn't he? His Crutcher now goes to NBT.
Tell you what though, Kevin Dixon, you cannot be getting sat down by a hooker.
What if that hooker's going in all heart?
Are we still on the field?
Yes.
Well then definitely not.
If there's a hooker going in all heart, I'm not letting them lay me down. It's Eddie Oliver. Playing the ball. Levi Raymond, inside ball to Chaz Dingo. It's double step. Dingo is really trying his best. Gets it back to Eddie Oliver. He's in a bit of space now. Go Eddie Oliver. He's looking to get away. Dixon's coming across. I think that's Riri Jones coming across as well and gets an offload away to Riley Holmes. That is an all-heart run there from Eddie Oliver. As third tackle now, the Broncos playing the ball out to the right. It's going to be Anthony Lee. He gets it away to Simon Hunt. Hunt charging on the ball, trying to barge over one. He can't quite. He's brought down. As they go out to the right now, it's going to be Jack Carl. He almost gets over, but MBT with a miraculous tackle there. Fifth and last, the Broncos. Can they score? If they score here, they may have just a little bit of a chance. It's a good kick in behind, but the chase is awful. Mighty Fire Philly picking it up. And the Broncos just failing to click in that last tackle.
Yeah, that's just about curtains for the Broncos. They're pretty much no chance of coming back now as Walmsley gets a bit of a run on. The good little stint here from Eddie Oliver. Maybe he can inspire his team a little bit leading into next week. Maybe
he can. It may just be a bit of rust that they've got to get rid of. Here, the Broncos, they haven't clicked in some components of their game. It's going to be Cade Cowan just getting intercepted, and they're going to step down the sideline there. The Broncos, they've got the ball back, but they're not going to be able to do much from this position now. The Rabbitohs basically have this one in the bag for their first win of the season.
A rabbit in the hat.
A rabbit in the hat, yes. Reggie, he'll be happy. Sonny, he'll be even happier. A good start to the season here. You mean you couldn't be happier, could you? And actually, worth noting, the last two times these teams have met, it has been the Broncos winning at home. And this is the first time in over a year that the Broncos have been beaten by the Rabbitohs. So it was always going to be a hard matchup, these two teams, in round one, especially for the Rabbitohs with that history. But they'll be very happy to finally break the drought against the Broncos with this win tonight.
Yeah, 100%. I'd just also like to highlight Michelle Metcalf's been a lead on this left edge, up against Corey Bell, who's an Australian representative, I believe, on the Sting. And he's just about carved him up as this night's gone on. We'll have to check the stats at the end to see exactly what's happened, but a very, 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 very impressive performance from Michelle Metcalf tonight.
Yeah, it has been great as Dixon with a good run there. They're looking for one more by the looks at the Rabbitohs as they go out to the right. So here's Sonny Tyre. Passes out to Broden Thompson. He gets it to Jai Collins. Collins steps around one. Collins looking to weave. Inside ball there to Tyre. He wants a double, but he's wrapped up well. It's Anthony Lee and Riley Holmes in the tackle. Fifth and last. The Rabbitohs go to the left now. It's going to be Malchus. Puts the kick in. Who's going to be there? It's going to be Eddie Oliver. And a good pick off there from the hooker. As he just does one more effort play. As Holmes taking a run there. And the Broncos, what do you think their key lessons will be going in to round two here?
I think the errors in the first half really curtailed them. They had to make a lot more tackles, and it's just led to this Rabbitohs whitewash. They under fatigued pretty much from the moment the second half started, and just they weren't able to recover. So fix up the first half, and the second half will follow.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Broncos, they've got the longest turnaround here. They play the first game in round one. They have the last game next week. That's the Wednesday, 6 p.m.
That is a killer.
That is an absolute killer, but maybe they'll give him time to prepare as NBT, just going for a bit of a trot down the field here. On different news, they have the Titans on Wednesday. It'll be interesting to see how they go, because the Titans, they're kind of a dark horse. You don't really know what's going to happen with them this season. They got a few.
I have a pretty good idea.
Well, please tell us your opinion, Sicko.
They're going to be great. They put a really strong squad together.
Okay, that's nice of you to say. As NBT pushing forward, and just a few metres out now. Fourth tackle, the Rabbitohs. Can they get one more? They go out to the left. It's going to be Jack White. Oh, he was over for a certain try, but he's done the selfless play and given it to Luke Malchus. It has cost him a try in the season opener for Jack White. As O'Hare goes left, Crutcher now goes to Sonny Tyre, puts the ball up. Who's going to be underneath it? It could be Marshall Metcalf. It's a tap back to NBT, and NBT put it his back. At least Corey Bell gets involved in one way.
I think that's his first tackle tonight.
And that'll be a hand over there as Bell, just for the run.
And who do the Rabbits have next week?
The Rabbits, they've got the Manly Seagulls, so I think that could be a very, very hard matchup, I think. However, without KCK, it will be interesting to see
Manly don't have a fullback.
how they go. Yeah, exactly. So we haven't seen them in this new look Manly side. We'll see them next as they play Penrith. So make sure you tune in at 6 o'clock for the Penrith versus Manly clash.
Significantly less shiny without their 3 platinums as well, Manly.
Yes, so I guess we'll see Ollie Parcher, the only one to have retained his job. I guess we'll see what happens. But tonight it is the Rabbitohs, the victors, 30 points to 12 over the Brisbane Broncos. And after a very engaging and exciting first half, the Rabbitohs able to just chop this one in easily in the last 40. The Broncos left scoreless in the second half.
Yikes.
Yikes, indeed. As we look at some of the stats here for the Broncos, as players and Carl, the try scorers, the Rabbitohs, it was NBT, Luke Malchus, Cameron Honeyman, Robin Mobston, and Sonny Tyre all scoring for them. They ended up with the exact same amount of possession as they did in the first half. That is 41% for the Broncos and 59% for the Rabbitohs. 9 errors for the Broncos, 6 for the Rabbitohs. The Rabbitohs completed 24 out of 28 compared to the Broncos 18 from 25. 50 more tackles going the way of the Broncos. 10 more missed tackles for the Rabbitohs, interestingly enough. And the line breaks very similar. It really was just the possession game tonight, Snicko.
Yeah, 50 more tackles is absurd. That's 9 extra sets that the Rabbitohs essentially had complete sets with the ball, which is, it's going to tell. And yeah, you could just tell the Broncos got a little bit tired. And unfortunately for them, the Rabbitohs were too good tonight.
Yeah, they absolutely were. As we look at some of the individual stats, and Chaz Dingo, I thought he had a really good game tonight. And I mean, it has shown, hasn't it? 300 run meters from 20 runs, 10 line breaks. That's a terrific effort from him. And he's really looking to be a strong
10
force.
line breaks.
He just needs...
Record?
I don't know if it is. We'll get back to you on that one. But I think he just needs to get that extra support, you know, the follow-up after that line break. And that was what the Broncos seem to be missing a bit tonight. As we look at another one, Eddie Oliver, another great performer tonight, especially in that last
17 one. There for line breaks.
Was that Liam Ryan?
Off. Correct.
Liam Ryan. So, I mean, that's an insane amount of line breaks, to be fair. Holmes, he had a decent game, Carl, but then, you know, drops off really quickly after that. Some less than ideal performances. I mean, Caleb Jeff, almost 100 metres there. Great stuff from him. Lewis, you're going to be a vice captain. Him in the lock jersey, you need to do a lot more than that. A lot of these forwards, a lot of these backs. I mean, Corey Bell only 56 run meters. It's an improvement from the 10 that he had at half time.
On Jordan Lewis, he only had 9 runs, which is crazy for a lock in 60%.
Oh, wow. That is actually... Yeah,
so his run meters aren't too bad per run, but he just didn't seem to get the ball, I guess, which is quite strange.
A lot of high tackle numbers as well. 34 here from Simon Hunt. That is a huge amount of tackles. That's only 5 off the record. So at second row, that's a very impressive feat there from Simon Hunt. As you can see, a lot of defending, and I guess that took a toll on the attack here from the Broncos. We'll move on, though, as NBT, 256 run meters. Another 10 line breaks again, this time with a try for the Rabbitohs. Aaron O'Hare had a decent game at hooker. Dixon, 228 at left second row. Excellent performance from him, 3 line breaks to his name and a try assist as well. Crutcher, 2 try assists. A great performance from him tonight, I thought. Metcalf played well on the left wing. Ty had quite a good game, especially in that second half. And then, you know, Walmsley, Malchus, Mobberston, you know, those big men up the front, all making a big effort here. Good stuff from them. Cameron Honeyman, he's my underrated player of the night, maybe underappreciated player, although we have given him a lot of love in the commentary box. 70 run meters in 26 minutes, a line break, and a try to his name. It's terrific stuff from him tonight.
Yeah, also Michelle Metcalf, 0 tackles in 80 minutes.
But he missed 2. Yikes.
0 tackles. That's
to be
crazy.
fair, Bell didn't have many opportunities, and yeah, actually that left edge,
just shows,
edge,
just how little ball
missed 7 of 10 tackles. Yeah. Yes, okay, my math's correct. Yeah, 7 of 10 tackles they missed. And they had a 30% success rate on the left edge defending. But they still came all the way with the chocolate, so it can't have been that bad, right? That's fine.
Left, actually.
Left. Oh. That's all we have time for tonight. Snicko's terrible jokes will be left to another broadcast.
All season long, baby.
Oh, we may have a cut on from the team yet. Thank you very much for joining us. Welcome to Season 10. The Rabbitohs, they give you a very warm welcome. The Broncos, they'll be looking...
belongs to the Dolphins.
They will be back to the drawing board, the Brisbane Broncos. It's been a pleasure having you. I've been Will Kay, joined by the one and only Snicker Balbrower. make sure you tune in. We've got 2 more games tonight. We've got a heap more games this week. And there's a long season ahead. Thank you very much. And make sure you stay tuned for more SRL action.